towards Todo Santos, and our route led us right through this man's ranch. He waved and we stopped to chat and make sure we were choosing the correct little track.
Hola. ¿Cómo estás?
¿Qué tal?
Me llamo Tim.
Hola.
Kelsey.
Sí.
¿Cómo?
Kelsey.
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 Sí.
En español. Kelsey.
Kelsey. Timoteo. Kelsey en español is no, I don't know.
No sé,
It's Kelsey.
no sé.
Yeah, sí. Sí.
Los inocentes aquí.
Sí. Todo Santos and
He could not get over the fact that my name had no Spanish translation, and half our time talking to him consisted of him asking what my name was in Spanish, to which I would respond, "It doesn't exist in Spanish." I would show him how it was written, and he would say, "Yes, but what is it in Spanish?" So after feeling like I was acting out who's on first with him, I finally went with my middle name, Michelle, and he seemed satisfied with that. He asked if he could buy a gallon of gas, so we siphoned some gas and said our goodbyes and went on our way. Walking around Todo Santos, and it's a really cute town, but obviously very touristy, and that's why it's so picturesque.
I don't know if when I was a kid and we went to Cabo, this is maybe like the day trip we did, but it feels like it probably would have been. It's kind of the cute little town that's still very touristy, but also local and legit enough to come and visit. So.
But we're enjoying the self-service and Wi-Fi. So tonight is going to be the first night that we are camping, not totally remote, but we decided to go for service a little bit tonight so that we can hopefully upload some videos and call family, that sort of thing. And we found a cool little bar right on the beach, and the guy was really helpful with information. And so tonight, Goose will be somewhere about there, and this will be our soundtrack and our view.
Yeah, you gotta wait until the next one, then you go out the river rock. I hope the camera picks it up.
Sounds so cool. The next day we decided to check out the area a little more, so we went on the hunt for a beach that we could have to ourselves. There were some trails up in the hills outside of town, so we jumped in Goose to explore, and although we didn't find a way to get the truck right down to the water, we got close and walked the rest of the way, where we could swim and relax for the afternoon. After a few hours in the water, we were hungry, so we ventured back into town to hunt for some local food. This was hard in such a touristy area that caters to its mostly American and Canadian visitors, but we did manage to find this little taco cart that was very popular with the locals, and it was delicious. We grabbed a few needed items from town before heading back to our spot from the night before.
Y ahí este es de Fanta.
Alright, it is the end of the day and we are spending a second night in El Pescadero. We found a little bar just back over here, which we've been hanging out at. Nice guy, he was really helpful with just local information. So we did a lot of exploring around here today, and it's a quiet little beach, so we're gonna spend one more night and head on our way tomorrow. But beautiful sunset about to happen.
We ended up staying here for another day. This little beach bar made us feel at home and was the perfect place to get some work done. Good views, good people, cold beer, and waves. Not much more I could ask for. We enjoyed the sunsets here each night, then headed back to Goose to make some yummy dinner.
Our little friend who visits us every night for dinner.
Pretty good, huh? Oh yeah. Not as good as steak last night.
Yeah, last night he got some steak.
Steak's better, huh? Alright, this bread's going bad, so we might as well be generous.
Last night he stopped by and wasn't rude. He didn't beg too much.
Nope, just kind of hanged out.
And then once we didn't have any more, he moved on his way. Video update of the fact that we are now in the biggest city we have hit thus far, Cabo, which we didn't want to go through, but there's a Costco, so we're gonna grab some supplies. So
we were going to just cut across to La Paz and look at ferry prices and all that about heading to mainland, but there's a nice reef at Cabo Pulmo and some good campsites out there, so we figured we're not quite ready to leave Baja yet. So.
Yeah, so today we're heading through the big city, and hopefully we will find a nice camp spot on the other side of the city, not in the city.
Nope. No, we'll have to do quite a few miles on the other side to get past, of course, Cabo, but also San Jose de Cabo, and then maybe a couple other little tiny towns. Just get past all that and get back to sort of remote beaches. It won't be as remote as it was further north in Baja, but yeah, let's see how it goes.
It's crazy how big it is compared to anything we've seen. It's like a little crazy.
Yeah, it looks a little like Long Beach.
Yeah. And here we are back in the United States at a Costco wholesale.
What I've always wanted.
It's fun walking through Costco and feels like we're back in the United States again. This is the biggest town we've hit. I really wish that the Costco's in the States had this beer selection because it's pretty awesome.
This is an amazing, amazing
I want to buy all of it.
I just can't believe we're really here.
So Costco was successful. It was kind of just fun to walk through and see everything, but we were talking about how it's funny, we get used to the prices of everything just being so inexpensive, and when you go to a Costco, it's essentially the same price as stuff at a Costco in the US.
Yep.
And so normally, a piece of pizza at Costco, you're like, wow, it's so cheap.
Yeah.
And to us, we're like, oh my gosh, it's pretty expensive now, actually. So.
Yeah, I know. It's funny because we expected maybe, I was like, I wonder if the Costco will be slightly cheaper than in the US. So I checked the price on tires, BF Goodrich tires, exactly the same, actually a little bit more expensive because they're made in the USA, so they got to ship them down here. But I was just wondering if they adjusted the prices, because maybe people weren't willing to pay as much, but they are. And everything was the exact same price or a little bit more than in the US, which is still an amazing deal. But yeah, it's
just what we've been
it's
used to. It's kind of funny how your perspective changes like that.
$1.50 for a churro?
We had to get one. Maybe two.
Muy auténtica.
Alright, now we're gonna make our way through the scary drivers of the city.
Yep. And we're gonna get the hell out of town because I've had enough of cities. Let's get back to the country.
Yeah. So on our little beach here, we had some goats come by. We have some fishermen out there throwing nets.
They left that fast, huh?
Yeah, they're moving on.
That's wild.
And now we have a spear fisherman.
Not much, 37,000.
Yep. So there's a lot of fish. We can see them jump in and everything, but the waves are just strong enough that it's a little bit too strong to see in the water. It's all sandy. So the fisherman walking by was just saying, wait a little bit longer, and then the sun will be low enough, and you'll be able to see better. So, gonna give it a shot.
We'll see.
We enjoyed swimming in the warm water here, doing laundry, and just relaxing. Little did we know that this would be our last cool-ish night for a while.
It's very nice, etc., etc. There's a dead mouse on top of my camera. Good job, Tim.
I put that one back.
That's gonna be Sam's.
Yeah?
Tope.
Tope.
We're going too fast for the tope.
Yeah. You gotta get in the gas when you see a tope. Never hit the brakes.
He could not get over that my name had no Spanish translation. He could not get over the fact that my name had no Spanish translation. Why can't I say that?